with trying to eat and sleep and have relationships and take care of our responsibilities. Oh no, they have to put more stress on us with absolute ridiculous things to listen to and watch. Now granted, some funny things, hey, they're funny, but then there's things that are sarcastic and on and on and on. The negativity goes. So, I guess, in essence, what I'm trying to say is that good doesn't get much marketing. Good just seems to fall along the wayside. Oh, every once in a while you'll hear something good. But really, if you stop and think about it, the best movies you've ever seen in your life are usually the ones that touch your heart deeply with something good. So I want to encourage everybody, and myself, with thoughts of good things, like the heroes, the mothers who take care of their sick children, the overcomers, people with infirmities and illness and sickness, and yet they do great things, like that one painter who was crippled, but he paints with his toes. Yeah, you hear every once in a while about these great stories. I'd like to talk to you about my ragtag army. The ragtag army is made up of young people and old people with blue hair, brown hair, silver, gray, white, purple, any color of hair you can think of. They're broken people, hurting people, sick people, or those who care for them. It's made up of people in wheelchairs, with crutches, who have had bad things happen to them. The poor, the orphans, and the widows. People the world hardly ever notices, and nobody really wants to be like them. Well, there's a motto of the Ragtag Army, and the Ragtag Army is here to encourage you this world. The weapons it has is love and prayer and selflessness and all the good virtues which you hardly hear anything about anymore. They're like a garden. The seeds that are planted in the ragtag army in their heart grow to be the most lovely of all the flowers in the garden. Even when the weeds try to choke them out. And though the ragtag army passes through the dark clouds all the time, they pass through the dark night of the soul and through the dark clouds. Yet, when they come out on the other side, and they always come out on the other side. It's just the darkness doesn't make us feel that way when we're caught there. But take heart, we always come out on the other side, and the sun shines brighter when we come out. Now here is a true story that happened long ago, in the year 258 AD. The ragtag army has been here a long time. Every century, every generation has its quiet, silent, hidden group of ragtag army. And in the year 258, Valerian increased his persecution of the Christians and the good people of the time. And one day when Pope Sixtus II was in the cemetery of St. Calatus, he was arrested by the local